who has been breaking barriers, but has been under controversy, saying that the Nike, the, the spring plate or the carbon plate in the middle, which is shaped in such a way that it goes like that and it goes up. So they're saying that carbon plate provides an unfair advantage. Immediately when you put this shoe on your feet, you can feel this springiness. As soon as you take a step forward, you can feel this torque. There's a plate. I don't know if it's the same kind of amount of thickness or width, or the same kind of carbon graphite type of material, but there is a plate there to provide a bit of springiness. At the same time, it doesn't hinder the cushioning, so it's nicely placed. The Zoom Air is huge, but you do feel a bit high off the ground, but it feels a lot stable because it's got a very wide base, like a basketball shoe like width. So there's a certain level of stability there, good traction and deep grooves. Unlike the Vaporfly, which has basically wear and throw away, run and throw away type of outsole, which is practically non-existent. The Alphafly has the same kind of outsole, so that's a welcome change. A nice little impact guidance groove there. Decoupled midsole. The flaw of this shoe, rather the disappointment of the shoe, is that the ZoomX is not the entire midsole. The ZoomX is only for this portion, so maybe about 50% of the midsole. It goes from here on the heel strike down to the forefoot, but only at the bottom part. The upper layer is probably React foam here and at the heel as well. It's a little puzzling. I don't think React is there to provide a level of resilience or rigidity or stability. They did have a full-length ZoomX midsole, so why do they do it here? Is it to cut costs? It definitely comes at a lower price range, but still pretty expensive. It's not sold out all the time, so you can buy it without having to get ripped off by resellers. The Zoom Air setup is pretty much identical to the Alphafly's. But yeah, again, it's good that ZoomX is here, but I wish it would be here as well, or if not on top instead of at the bottom. Maybe that would provide a lot more, I guess, give. Or I would have rather preferred this very bouncy Zoom Air to be on the heel right here instead of React, and have just the ZoomX to cover this spot. But it does provide that springiness. This is definitely for forefoot strikers and those who do not land or rest on their heels too much. It's once you wear it and you move around with it, you can feel this sinking feeling, and once you move to the forefoot, you feel this springiness, this propulsion even. But once you're standing neutrally, you will feel a little bit sunken at the heel, so your forefoot feels a little bit raised. And if you weigh a lot more, it's going to be that decline is going to be even more dramatic for you. So if you're a heel striker, this is definitely not the shoe for you. But if you're mostly about pushing yourself forward, the propulsion forward, and there's always a forward movement when you wear out your outsoles on the forefoot more so than the heel, this is definitely the shoe for you. It will provide you with some excellent cushioning and shock absorption and even propulsion to a certain degree. So that's it, but they already have the carbon, so I feel like the Zoom Air it feels like it's for show to sell. I mean, the Zoom Air could be, if they have two pods, I would rather they have one here and another at the heel. So why not? Or just give us the full-length ZoomX experience at an affordable price. They do have other shoes where you grind up the leftover ZoomX material to make other shoes and make them affordable. So why not just give a full-length ZoomX? It's puzzling. If you tried the Pegasus 35 Turbo, and if you liked that type of cushioning where the ZoomX is only about 30% and it's mostly React, maybe you'll like this. But if you've experienced the sensation of Vaporfly or the Alphafly, which has the midsole is entirely ZoomX, you will definitely feel a little bit cheated with this one. But once again, it's affordable. It's much more affordable than the Alphaflys and than the Vaporflys, and it's more easily available out there. It's got a nice little lightweight heel counter, or a heel, I guess, some heel slip preventative material there. I'm groping for words now. I forgot what. Heel cup. Yeah, heel cup or heel counter. Nice little minimal padding here to provide any abrasiveness or any kind of sensation where the material cuts into you or you get bruises or any chafing that prevent that. So it's good in that sense. The Flyknit, I don't know why they keep using this TPU combined hybrid type of Flyknit. It feels like a cheap engineered mesh coated with some lacquer. That's how it feels like. Since they can use the fuse to reinforce certain parts that's expected to have a little bit more abrasion, I wish they would just do a little bit of fuse coating here and then use the Flyknit material that they use here. Not this. This has a lot more rubber or latex, something more stretchy here. So this has completely no give. So it's very airy and breathable, but it defeats the purpose of having a Flyknit, which is that sensation of this warm knitted material blanketing and hugging your foot. So it doesn't have that. It's just rigid. So if you prefer this type of TPU mixed Flyknit, it's for you. But if you prefer the traditional Flyknit that you've experienced when Nike was first releasing runners with Flyknit uppers, then this is something you might feel a little bit disappointed with. It only weighs about 260 grams for a size 9, so that's pretty lightweight considering all the tech involved. And it runs a little bit short. I mean, width, I don't think it's a problem, but if your foot tend to move back and forth or it slides forward a little bit and you have some issues with your toenails or whatnot, you might want to go up half a size. Other than that, if you like that tight fit, go true to size.